We're looking for unicorns, baby dolls. If you go back to every single crypto cycle and you go back to the Bitcoin halving year, 2012, 2016, 2020, 2024, if you go back into those years, there is one lesson you would always need to learn if you want to win in the year after. And that is, what am I looking for? The answer is unicorns. You want to look for something you've never seen before. Now, the hard part about it is, if you've never seen it before, it's hard to value. Most of the time, we are skeptical because most stuff are just straight out scams. What makes me excited about pDAI is that it would be the world's first ping pong coin. This would be the trajectory if it is able to go up to $1 and then ping pong around 99 cents to $1.01. I don't know if it's going to happen. I just hope it happens. None of this is financial advice. Remember, we're trying to make it in crypto, but it's tough because you're playing with the crowd. You don't know what the crowd's going to like. You're trying to front run stuff, but 99% of things go down to zero and they never make it. I know it's tough, but this is something I like anyway. If we see this chart pull it off, it will go down in history. If this chart can actually do this, go to $1 and peg, ping pong, we've literally never seen anything like it. There will be a lot of seething and coping all throughout the cryptocurrency industry because Pulse Chain will be yelling at them to come. And guess what? If pDAI does succeed, friends, and it does hit a dollary duty, well, the next phase is Pulse Chain core coins do another rocket moonshot after that. Similar to what happened in 2021. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. And you know, if you want to make it, friends, of course, we're going to have to play some Pumpy G music. The type of person, if you look at the type of person looking for this unicorn stuff, it's tough because there's a lot of people who've never been in crypto before. But the thing is, a lot of people who've never been in crypto, they touch crypto stuff. Most of them just go to Pooper Town and they never make it. But there are a few people who are new and they're going to be the lucky moonshot winners. You just don't know who it is, okay? But their mindset is that they're open to stuff. They're open. They question narratives. They're a bit skeptical. They're looking at deep state stuff. They're looking at the programming from the Blue Pill Nation, the state media programming, and they're just asking questions like, okay, I get it. It's a simulation. We live in this some sort of reality. Maybe our souls are totally separate to our human bodies. I get it. The thing, though, is if I'm here for a limited time, I don't know if I want to be spinning my wheels with all the other rats. I don't know if I want to waste my time doing that, man. So you start to ask, is something else going on? It's not a coincidence that a lot of people who are looking for these first cycle unicorns, they question a lot of things, friends, especially in pDAI. A lot of people out here questioning, check this out. Now, I know this lady with the rack on the right, that's actually Ghislaine. Ghislaine, remember, could be literally a satanic lizard herself. Check her blood type DNA. The woman on the right is Ghislaine Maxwell. She trafficked children for Jeffrey Epstein. The woman on the left owns your magazine, The Atlantic. What did The Atlantic say? This is thinking about questioning the narrative sense. Look what The Atlantic said. If the Epstein scandal teaches us anything, it's that America needs a dedicated and decently funded group of people whose job is not just to ask questions, but to find answers. This is her, Helen. So I've written here, the deep state's trying to psyops everyone into thinking Epstein never existed. See, friends, you got to think about questioning stuff like this. And I know it's hard, man, because when you're at a party and everyone just wants pizza and like one dude's like, let's order Thai. You know, like, bro, you don't have to be contrarian. You know what I mean? You can let it down. You could lay low one night, bro. We just want pizza, please. Pizza's easy. Boxes, clean it up. You know what I mean? And we've never tried that Thai place. It's 3.5 out of 5. We don't know if it's one of their Asian Chinese competitors who just said they're shit or if they actually poop. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? It introduces problems. But in markets, though, the upside of being right on this is all the wealth. Okay? See, the upside of being right, let's say you think that the pizza place is actually cursed and maybe their pepperonis are not nice and the better choice would have been to order Thai. Your friends on the night, they're not really going to praise you. They're not going to say, oh, thank God, you were the person who told us about Thai, but we got pizza anyway. We'll listen to you next time. It doesn't go like that, okay? The upside is nothing. You just piss off your friends. But in markets, totally different. It's capital allocation. It's literally a game. That's why questioning this narrative has huge ramifications to the upside. Da mechanic. Damn, Maxwell is hot. Well, you know what, sir? That's why I put this picture up, man. It's just... you got to ask questions, is what I'm saying. Speaking of asking questions and speaking of UFOs, here's a walking UFO we have here. An alien. Here's Vitalik, 4,000 IQ. Now, this is the thing, friends. Recently, so what's been happening is, remember, Ethereum goes from down only to up only, number one. Number two, nothing has changed. There's some slight modifications. But also, number three, you're starting to see that StableCoin SuperCycle is real, which is extremely important. This is what happened earlier, friends, a while ago. 50% of Ethereum stakers, they're now voting to raise that Ethereum L1 gas limit thing. I just want to show you as this thing appears, like, nothing's really changed. Like, raising the gas limit by 20%, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like if you're a Corolla, you make the Corolla 20% faster. You're like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's still a Corolla. But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Why? The big institutions don't care. They don't care. The stablecoins are on meth. 55% of the stablecoins on Ethereum. It's extremely important. I've shown you, friends, Google's trends search for stablecoins is going parabolic. Could you, by the way, could just think about, remember I'm talking to you about first cycle unicorns, pDAI, these things, they're not meant to make sense. Okay, when people come out and go, oh, this makes no sense. Okay, dude, I get it. Stop making me more bullish. It's not meant to make sense. You've never seen it before. If you're going out looking for deer, some say deer, out there in the forest, and a freaking unicorn appears, it's not meant to make sense. Why is there a horn in your head, Mr. Unicorn? Where did you come from with your rainbow ponytail? It's not meant to make sense. And why are you flying now? You get it? That's the whole point of it. Stablecoin SuperCycle, okay? That's driving a lot of this. And remember, it's the front end of the curve, which is what is the trick. It's like, wait, you came to the riskiest asset in the world, but then you have to bet on the zero risk item. I know, it's tough, man. It's tough. Just like in 2020, you see DeFi season, you see altcoins with yield, DeFi perps, you know, the basic rudimentary version of them. You see yield Uniswap, amazing technology. You see oracles, Aave, money markets. You see all that. And then you're like, oh no, let's go buy the picture of a dog. Let's go buy the picture of the dog. He's like, no, that makes no sense. Why is a picture of a dog Dogecoin? Why is that going to be chosen by the world's most popular man who's not even in crypto yet? Do you understand how tough a bet that was? We got Elon in. He's interested in Bitcoin. He reads about it. And then he skips over Ethereum, and he's a nerd, so he should like Ethereum. And he's like, you know what? Give me the dog coin. Yeah, man. So who wins? Okay, retailers won. Why? Because they're like, oh, we're just here for the thing that goes up and the thing that's like popular. And they're like, Elon's popular. So if you think about it from that perspective, it makes a bit of sense, doesn't it? Elon just wants to raise his network effect in 2021, right? And he's looking for the most popular thing. So Bitcoin was popular, but then he's like, oh, you know what's even more popular? Dogs. Yeah. Everyone in the world likes dogs. Except cats. Don't worry, truck cats. Don't worry about them. Everyone likes dogs. Even turtles like dogs. Even the turtles. You see? So, do you see how tough it was to basically... That's why, friends, when you're in the middle of the IQ, it's really hard, man. It is really, really, really hard. Like, you better be on the right-hand side. You better have literally 200 IQ. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in the middle. Right? It's the mid-curve meme. Right? The mid-curve meme is like, oh, stablecoin could go to $1. That's it. All right? I want you to think about this. But, you know, we're all here to win. All of us are here to win, and we are going to win. And I just want to remind you of this. I made this a while ago, but I just think it's time nice to revisit it. Here's Uncle Peter Schiff, right? When he was flooding Bitcoin at 4,000, just had a client liquidate his entire IRA to put 100% of the proceeds into Bitcoin. What are the odds this turns out to be a wise move? He did this in 2017, $4,000. And then Bitcoin does another 30x from that point. My gosh, bro. So I'm just telling you, man, look at the lessons to learn from this. Oh, is this lesson to never sell the Bitcoin? Okay, you could have that lesson, but here's another lesson. Don't sell 100% of anything. That's another lesson. You could have learned a lesson from that. Because you didn't know, maybe Bitcoin went down. But one of these days, you might be on a unicorn. Why sell 100% of anything? Really? Did you really need it? You know, if you just sold half, right? If you just sold half of the Bitcoin, yeah, instead of a theoretical 30x appreciation, he would have 15x. That's still huge, you know? Or even, friends, if he sold 2/3. If he sold 66%, 67%, then okay, he doesn't get a theoretical 30x above. He still gets another 10x. It's still good, man. It's still good. But because you sold everything and you're so sure that what you're looking at is dog poop, guess what, bro? It's not dog poop. It's fairy floss. And it's tasty and it's yummy. Actually, that steak you're about to eat, it ain't steak. It's poop. So Uncle Peter Schiff out here giving you a wise example. Imagine, man, 30x after Jeeting. And that's Bitcoin at 118. Imagine it goes to like 120, 150, 200, right? So crypto, friends, don't forget, it's tremendously powerful. People often regret selling on a long enough timeline. So if you don't plan on dying in the next 5 years, chances are you will regret it. Just Jeeting everything out. But, you know, there will be times you got to think about hedging the future, waiting for euphoria, Ty Lopez, $1 billion raise. We'll see. I'm just, once again, man, I'm just telling you, man, once again, it just comes back down to that. It's just, isn't it wild that the ping pong coin, the narrative is that it goes to $1 and stays there. That's just, it solves every crypto kid's dream, isn't it? But then again, you might be a bit myopic and you're like, oh, you know what? Nothing in crypto ever fulfills your dream. Okay. You could say that. So like, you know, I guess we'll talk about stuff when pDAI is 15 cents. That'd be great. If pDAI is 15 to 20 cents, man, because that's a 500x away from the gravestone emoji or whatever it was. Man, that's still, you gotta understand, that's like, oh no, I have to worry about if the thing's gonna go down after I'm up 500x from a gravestone emoji. What a wild time we live in, friends. That's SuperCycle Unicorns. Only the unicorns can do that. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.